Svitlana, I am very happy to see you. You are back online. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I am doing pretty well, thank you. So, now, as we can already see, dear viewers, Svitlana is not in her usual home. It is in her home in Ukraine because
Yeah.
you are still traveling around the world. You have been traveling for the last couple of weeks and it is still continuing. So that's pretty exciting. How is Ukraine doing at the moment? Is it a nice place to stay?
Yeah. Ukraine. It's really hot in Ukraine right now.
Hmm.
At least for my for me being used to Canadian weather.
I get
But
that.
yeah, it's really nice. I feel like COVID is getting better as well, and for me, it just feels wonderful to be back in my hometown because I haven't visited in 6 or 7 years. So it's been great in that sense.
Excellent. That's nice. And you're staying there for a little bit longer, but we still can make some more Svetlana's smart moves. But of course, this is a little bit of a special episode because you have not only played a super strong tournament in Serbia for where Nihal Sarin, for example, has won the tournament. You were, of course, also participating in Sochi and the World Cup, and you have been doing a very, very good job. Unfortunately, it was over after the first round already, but you've been fighting like a beast. I mean, I didn't expect anything else from you, but
Thank you.
it
Thank
was
you.
it was 5 games after all, right? Or
Six,
even
6 games. Yeah.
6 games. And there was only one loss. Everything else was drawn against a
Yeah.
300 to 400 points stronger opponent. I mean, massive, massive. Anyway, so what I wanted to just make this episode a little bit special is I wanted to talk about your experience. You, as a 17-year-old chess prodigy, who is traveling.
That's a little. That's a strong word.
Chess coach. That was the
Okay.
word I was missing. You're traveling. Yeah, you're traveling from Canada to Europe to Sochi and back again, and you're participating in a lot of tournaments. So I received a lot of pictures which you have taken in the last couple of weeks, and I will just go through the pictures with you, and then we can take a look at. You can talk a little bit about your experiences and how it felt like in all of this. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
let's do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is how everything started. This is still in Canada, and your family says goodbye to you. There's your brother. Super cool
Yeah.
T-shirt, Clawsome. Wow. And yeah, I mean, was it the very first time that you are not seeing your parents for such a long time?
Um, it's. I think it's definitely the longest trip that I have taken in a while. But I have gone to tournaments alone before.
Hmm.
I've I've gone since I was probably 14 or 13. But it was usually with either a captain, a coach. Or with a team, when
Yeah.
Canada sends a team somewhere. So it was a little different. So this time it was definitely different because it was uh, it was not the same team environment.
Mm.
So it was more of everything depended on my own organization and how I planned it. So in that sense, it was difficult, and I really love my family, and it is hard. I really miss them.
Hmm.
But yeah, my grandma, the one in the middle of the picture, she's here with me right now in Ukraine. So
Ah,
so I'm not fully alone, but yeah, the rest of my family, my mom, my brother, and my dad are still in Canada
I
at the moment.
get you. Okay.
But hopefully, but I'll be back soon, and
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
not long. And at least we have, I mean, we're doing this right now. We're using Zoom or Skype or something. That's always available, luckily. So
Mhm.
you always can have a little bit of contact like this too. How was your flight? How long did you fly? That must have been taken a bit.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but maybe like 12 hours or something like that. Maybe.
Jeez, that is wow. 12 hours is wow.
Well, I'm
Okay.
counting. No, I'm counting the times where I like had to wait in the airports too.
Okay,
So
I
like,
gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably the whole thing took around a day or a little less.
Were you exhausted or was it okay for you?
I don't really get that tired, um,
Too much energy.
but yeah, it's definitely took a day to
Mm.
adjust.
So, and there you've landed already, and you took a picture of Belgrade because you were about to play in the um, was it what was the name? Was it Silver Lake? No,
Serbia
that
Open.
Serbia Open. Well, that was the name. Yeah, in Belgrade.
Yeah.
And was that the view from your hotel room or
Yeah, yeah, that
oh,
was the room. That was the view from my hotel room.
some traffic there and a big beer bottle in the background making you thirsty? That looks nice, though. I have to say, it reminds me a bit
Yeah,
of Malta, to be precise, which is not so far away. Anyway, and here we are in the tournament,
yeah.
and uh, that was, if I am correct, and maybe correct me if I'm wrong, that was the eighth round. Could it be?
Yeah, I think it was one of the that was later in the tournament. That was the second half. It was when I was playing.
And
Yeah, another girl.
I think you were winning.
Yes, I did win that game,
Yes, because
but
yeah, say but. Sorry, yeah.
but but I mean, apart from that, chess wise, it wasn't my best tournament. It was nothing special. I tried my best. I played some games, and I didn't end up losing rating, surprisingly, because I thought I did not play well at all.
Mm,
But I mean, at the end of the day, I didn't lose rating. But yeah, it was just because I was again I missed a lot. I missed a few very disappointing games, which I was winning and then ended up drawing. And yeah, but it happens.
it happens, yeah.
I was playing every game. I was playing against someone higher rated than me, so it was difficult.
That
But
is tough, yeah.
but it was the practice that I came there for.
Hmm.
It was supposed to be some good practice before the World Cup.
Yeah,
So yeah, so it's exactly what I came there for, and it was a really good experience, even though the result wasn't really anything special.
sure, yeah, yeah. You were uh, playing. Yeah, you were losing a couple of games against like 2,300 and stronger players, so that's not a pity at all. But you were also drawing against players with the same rating, and as you mentioned already, everybody was stronger than you, every single player, and you still managed to get out on top. You were ranked on place spot 277, but at the end your table spot was 255, as I remember. So you were doing quite good, over expectations. Let's say it like that. And is that something like the embassy or
It was some famous landmark. I think it's called the National Assembly of Serbia
mhm.
building, something like that. It just had nice lights
Indeed,
in
yeah,
at night. Yeah,
yeah, posing a bit in front of some Serbian buildings. That's what you do.
exactly.
And that's some. Oh yeah, that looks good. I was wondering down here. Can you see my mouse cursor? Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
So what is
It's
that?
not
This
supposed to be there.
that
There were,
fell from a tree, right?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, there
good.
were these things that were
Because I
falling
was
from.
really wondering, is that part of this? But the leaf was part of it, right?
Yeah, the leaf was. Yeah.
And also the raspberries didn't fall from. Yeah,
No.
looks nice. And there we go. After the Serbian Open, you went right on to Sochi, and that looks freaking beautiful.
It was. I was so fascinated from the second that we came to that place. It looked amazing. Just the mountains. The
Yeah.
mountains were really nice, and honestly, I am usually not a mountain person. If I had a choice, to pick a vacation at the beach or at the mountains, I would definitely pick the beach.
Same here.
But I kind of start to see why people like the mountains. After this trip, I realized it really is beautiful,
Hmm.
and there are a lot of things to do in the mountains. And there are some amazing views there in Sochi.
Yeah, and there it looks absolutely great. Even all the buildings look really really interesting. I have to say, you have a lot of pictures about this, and it's worth
Yeah.
taking some pictures there. Yeah, and there's the tournament. One person, that's the only security they had there.
No, I'm not sure exactly. This was probably before, a few days before the tournament. And yeah, this one is not my photo. It was from the professional photographer. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, there were a few good professional photographers who were
So,
there.
uh, I want to now. I'm just realizing something.
Huh?
What are you not allowed to do here? You're not allowed to do anything. Is there
That is true. That is
breathing or
true.
something?
You
My
were not
God.
allowed to bring pens. You were not allowed to bring sunglasses.
You're
Obviously, no
you're not
electronics.
allowed to be atomic.
Yeah, you're not allowed, you're barely allowed anything, but it was they were trying to do their best for the security measures so that there wouldn't be
Yeah.
any cheating. So, yeah.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. There's you with Jennifer. You.
Yeah.
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 Correct. And that was also your roommate, and
Yeah.
she's American WIM or
WGM.
WGM.
Yeah, she's a really good American chess player. She
Mhm.
was used to be American women's champion
Huh. Oh wow. Okay.
in 2019. So yeah,
Not bad.
she was a really great player, and she was also playing in the World Cup, and
Hmm.
we were roommates in that trip.
Did she manage to survive in the first round?
Yeah, she was actually also playing a Polish player.
Huh.
So we were both playing Polish girls, and she was also playing the tie breaks, just like me. And yeah, she made it through the tie breaks, and then she was eliminated in round two after.
Well, not bad.
But
Not bad.
she plays super well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the after, before and after.
Yeah, before and after the opening ceremony.
Yeah, exactly. There you're wearing your official outfit, which is like this etiquette which you have with your own photo on it, right? Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah, it was the badge. They wouldn't let you in
gotcha.
without it. So
Oh, okay. Okay. And there we have is that Kyusu? Yeah, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's another Canadian chess player
Also
who.
known as Nemo, and yeah, she has a big appearance now on Twitch, on Instagram, and all of that. She's really really big in that, and she also made two courses for chess base already, so two Fritz trainers. So
Right.
yeah, it's time for you, Svitlana. Sooner or later, we will make that happen.
Yeah.
And there are you. What a lovely photo is that with this background and everything. That's really cool. And what is this? This is always hanging there, or did they just do it for the Sochi tournament? The
Uh, No, I think it was always here.
mm.
It has it's nothing in the during the day, but at night it lights up, and
Oh, cute.
there's some
That's
really
nice.
nice lights in that street. So yeah, this was the street that all chess players spend a lot of time
Yeah.
at because it has all the nice restaurants. Most of the hotels were there. So yeah, I lived really close to there, and yeah,
How
we were
cool.
walking down that street a lot.
Were there many paparazzi trying to get a chess picture of a chess grandmaster or something, or was it like nobody would have noticed if there is a tournament or not?
Even if there were, they were very good at their job because we did not notice them.
Okay, good. And there you are, what seems to be a bus. That's Zoo, you, and you. Haha. How funny.
Wow.
Sorry. Yeah, and all of you are, everybody was wearing a black mask. We in Germany were all wearing white masks. We're so
Oh,
out. Yeah, it's like the new trend, the black mask, I
yeah, they're
guess.
actually the FIDE masks, the
Oh,
ones
they
that FIDE
are.
gave to us for,
Now I see it.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, this was
wow.
before the first round.
All right, okay. And where the bus drives you to the facility, or were you just taking a tour through?
Yeah, yeah. The bus there was always transportation to and from from the playing hall.
Okay.
It was only from official hotels. Me and Jennifer weren't living in an official hotel, but we lived close enough that we could just take the bus.
Ah, cool. Funny. That's you. Is this the very first round or?
Yeah, this is the first
Ha
round.
ha ha. Yeah. Strong draw against Sivka. What's her name?
Karina Sivka.
Karina Sivka.
I think she's better known as Karina Shchepkovska. That was
Yes. Thank you for saying the name so I don't have to say it because it's written with a lot of S's and Z's and C's and all of
yeah.
that. Yeah, and yeah, you were doing very, very good in the first round. And this is the second round, or?
Yeah, this is the second round.
And that has a stunning end game. And even Carsten Müller took a look at it and said, like, that was a clever attempt of yours to play the pawn to a6. It doesn't tell anybody anything, but it was, yeah,
Hmm.
you were thinking for a longer time. It was a very difficult endgame situation, but you managed to get out of there and get a very, very strong draw. So well done for that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So Sochi 2021, I assume, and that is, yeah, the party, the gang. Was this the were you always hanging around with the same people, or was it different people every day?
There were a lot of really interesting people to hang out with
Mm.
at this tournament. Yeah, these were some of the people that I spent a lot of time with. Like some days it was other people, but these ones were really nice. These are the Americans, and yeah. So there's Jennifer, Carissa,
Mhm.
there's Vila. He wasn't playing, but he was press
Ah, okay.
at the tournament, and that's Andrew Tang,
Also
and
known as Penguin GM, and
yeah,
probably has the hand in the pocket to already get the phone out and play a bullet game. So. And that's Alejandro, right?
that's Alejandro. Yes,
Alejandro
he was
Rodriguez.
coaching. He had a lot of students at the
Okay.
World Cup. Yeah,
And there you are again,
yeah,
after doing this cool picture. So, and that's just a random fan of yours, or who's that?
yeah. Just some random guy who came up to us on the street and asked for a photo, and we agreed.
Okay. Oh, that's so nice of you. Yeah. Ah,
Yeah.
well, yeah. You know, once you're playing chess and you have a certain reputation, then people just want a picture with you. I understand. That's totally fine. So, Did you talk a sentence with Magnus, or did you only say, "Hey, picture"? Or
Uh, well, we didn't really want to bother him, so we just asked for a picture. He was luckily in a good mood, and
seems so,
yeah,
yeah.
we took the pictures, and then he wished us good luck in the playoffs tomorrow, and that was it.
Great. Okay. That's
Yeah,
very sweet. Nice.
yeah,
And yeah, and FIDE mentioned you on their Twitter account. Shout out to the 70-year-old Svitlana Demchenko, who, although rated almost 400 points below her opponent, Karina Sivka managed to take the fight all the way to the second set of the tie breaks. Hashtag FIDE World Cup. Yeah. So quite nice. Quite nice. Was that a surprise for you to see this, or did you see it, or did somebody say, "Hey, you're on Twitter on FIDE"?
yeah. Someone sent it to me.
Cool. Nice one. So here is Dina Belenkaya. She was also hosting on YouTube for the show. She was playing herself too, though, which was funny.
Yeah. That was quite interesting. She was playing, and then after that, she became the official commentator um,
Yeah,
for
she.
for the tournament. And yeah, in the photo, it's they are filming a video where Eric Rosen is playing blindfolded against Jesse,
Yeah,
and
Jesse February, right? Yeah,
yeah,
from South
yeah,
Africa. Yeah,
yeah. So that was interesting. That was interesting to see, and
indeed. Yeah,
these were also some really really nice people.
cool, cool. And that's something. Now it's time to take a look at the mountains from a closer point of view, I assume. What's that actually? What? Why does it say the big what?
Um, I think that was just a
Oh, okay.
restaurant, but yeah, after the games, it's of course it would be shameful not to go and see those mountains. So
True.
we took the cable lift and went up into the mountains.
And there you
Yeah.
are.
Us on the gondola, and we went ziplining after. So this was us taking our way onto the zip line, and then we ziplined from 2,300 meters up.
Wow. Does anybody, is this a weird feeling to get up this high, or were you all calm?
Well, me and Nemo were pretty calm. I
But
don't know about the rest, but it was it was really cool. I like doing all of these, adrenaline high
yeah,
adrenaline things,
you're
and
the one who would do bungee jumping and roller coaster and all those.
I would love to. I've never been bungee jumping, but I would love to do all of these. All of these things are on my bucket list, and one day I really want to try. So yeah,
Okay.
the zip line was a really fun experience. A lot of chess players went after as well.
Hmm.
After we told them it was safe and it was fine, we were kind of the first ones that tried it.
Okay, very good. Talking about safe, young lady, what the heck? This is I mean, this is one of the coolest pictures, no doubt, right? With this background and this pose and everything, but all right. Yeah. Is it going as far down as I think it is behind there?
Yeah, it's 2,000 meters, something like that.
Yeah. That's just a. You will land on all of your fours like our cats, and fine it is. No,
Yeah.
it looks actually as if you're pretty safe there, and it's a really cool picture.
Thank you.
And that's from the that's after you fell. No. Where is she? That's from the other side, I assume. Yeah, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the funny part is, which I haven't seen much. If I think of mountains, they are normally gray. So, but these are full of trees, and
Yeah.
that looks very cozy and beautiful and interesting and nice, like woods and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
There was a bit of snow in them too, and
Huh. Wow.
yes,
Okay.
from some sides they weren't fully
Oh,
green.
and here's a video. You cannot hear it probably, but I will just quickly play it.
It was just
I mean,
I think it was the last day
Um,
at one of the restaurants that.
Yeah.
we were
Yes. This is Leonard Oates, I guess.
Yeah,
Who's that?
that's Tatev.
Ah, yeah. Also,
And
American.
also playing, yeah, she was playing super well too, and she had a really crazy game against Anna Muzichuk.
Ah, Anna Musichuk. Okay. Well, that's a
Yeah,
tough opponent. And
yeah.
who's that dude with the glasses?
Again, just a random fan who
Another
joined
random
us.
fan, just like, can I have your Facebook? Okay, cool.
But yeah, he's a really cool guy.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, he was also, of course, in our chess-based studio. A lot of people said super nice guy. So was he hanging out with you guys a lot as well, or?
Yeah, a few times. He actually,
Mm.
well, he was kind of the first round he had a bind and have to play, and then the second round his opponent got COVID, so he didn't have to play
Oh,
either. So he got a nice free pass all the way to the third round.
jeez, I really forgot about that. Of
But of
course.
course, he would have made it. He would have made it anyways. So
Yes, of course. There was the COVID situation. I just wanted to ask you, how was it for you? Did you probably heard about it at one point, and then were you like? I mean, you're vaccinated fully, right? Yeah.
yeah, I am vaccinated, and I know a lot of people who were playing were vaccinated too. I'm not
Okay.
sure exactly how much, but at least from the countries like Canada and the US, most players were. And yeah, I know the organizers tried their best to make sure all of the that it wouldn't spread throughout the tournament. But I feel like it was something this big with that many people. It was inevitable that something that at least one situation like this
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
But they were immediately, isolated once they found out, and yeah, so that was just it was really unfortunate how that some people had to quit
Yeah.
because of COVID, and it really is no one's fault that
Yeah.
that it happened to them.
Yeah, I gotcha. And also, by the way, Fabiano is also out of the tournament. I mean, he lost against a player from Kazakhstan. I forgot the name though, something with J. But yeah, also unfortunate.
Yeah, it was last round. It was really interesting to see how a lot of young players defeated
The strong
some of
ones.
the leading grandmasters. Yeah,
Even Anish Giri out too as well. Yeah.
so we have high hopes for the new generation.
Yeah, they're making a ruckus. So, but step forward. This is not Sochi anymore. This is actually Moscow.
Yeah. This is one of this. I made a stop in Moscow after Sochi, because I have some relatives there, and I've never been, and I've always really wanted to visit. So they took me to some of the famous places in Moscow. They gave me a really nice tour, told me a lot of history. And yeah, this is a photo from one of the souvenir shops, and it had some really interesting chess sets with a lot of different things. And this is, I think, like political figures.
Absolutely, it is political figures. This is more than hilarious. It's really awesome. Yeah, this is almost worth getting, actually, in my opinion, because it's so funny. Yeah, and there you are once again.
That was on the Red Square.
Yes. Have you been on the Red Square before?
No, I've been to Moscow a lot through the airport, but I never had enough time or the opportunity to actually go out and look at everything. So this was the first time, and it was really cool to see all of these places in real life.
You were pretty lucky with the weather all the time, right? I don't see any raindrop, or
Yeah, there was rain the day before that, but other than that, yeah, I was pretty lucky.
And there we have St. Basil's Cathedral, also a nice place. So what I didn't know, actually, is this here, that's a wall, right?
It's not a wall, it's a building that's being reconstructed, and when they do reconstruction, they make like these little drawings, as if it's a real building, just so construction doesn't look
cool.
Doesn't look ugly. But yeah, and yeah, behind that there's obviously the Kremlin and St. Basil's Cathedral.
Gotcha.
Like those are the two most famous places in Moscow.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely they are. Yeah.
Did you know that actually St. Basil's Cathedral, they wanted to someone wanted to get rid of it because it was in the way of the parade, when there's a parade happening for 9th of May, for the Second World War. It's in a very inconvenient place. So one of the government wanted to get rid of it, but it wasn't allowed. And it's great that they didn't allow it, because I think it's one of the most beautiful places that they have in Moscow.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this looks like a parade on its own, after all. And I mean, that is tough to say. Like, listen, we're having a parade, but this building is in our way. Can you please get rid of it? Yeah, sure, of course, the parade. I mean, wow, it's happening once a year, right? So let's go for it. Get away, building. Yeah, no, very beautiful place. Were you inside or only outside? Is there even an possible to go inside?
I took a tour inside of the Kremlin.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
inside of these walls, there's a lot of churches. There's a lot of a lot of like cannons and war artifacts, and just some nice gardens as well. So I took a tour inside of the Kremlin, and then inside of the Lenin's mausoleum. I'm not sure what the word is in English, but it's where Lenin lies, basically.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know the word either for that. It's probably correct. And then this is first of all, this picture is awesome, in my opinion. This used old school chessboard with the chess pieces, and this is actually a restaurant in Moscow, and it's a chess restaurant. Why in the world aren't there much more chess restaurants all over the world? That is
so true.
Cool. It is such a cool thing. And look at the menu.
Yeah, I took a picture of the menu, and in the menu, it was the drinks had the names of the world champion, and some other good players like Najdorf.
That's so awesome. I would like to have two fishers, one without ice, one Spassky, and Nidor for later.
I got it. I got an Alekine because
An Alekine.
yeah.
Because of the opening. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, another video. This is how it looks. Oh, I'm just playing it for a short.
Yeah, it's just what the restaurant looks like on the inside. There are a lot of chess sets and clocks, so you can.
What is slam on the chess clock? I mean, yes, of course you're in time trouble. This is Kyosu again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so was she the only one, or were there a couple of more people from Sochi traveling with you guys?
Not traveling with us, but I know a lot of chess players actually made a stop either before the tournament or after the tournament and just stayed in Moscow for a day or two, however much time they had. And yeah, so there were a few other chess players.
And you mentioned a fun story because you were playing chess there, and of course you thought like, okay, let's just demolish everybody who's in our way and like show them who's the chess champions.
Right. So actually, in that restaurant, there was just some quick blitz tournament that. I decided to sign up for. It was going to be just a quick blitz event. It wasn't there weren't really much prizes or like anything like that.
Sure.
It was just for fun. So I signed up, and two other chess players who were there from the World Cup also signed up. I think they were like 2,400 or like 2,300, something like that. And so we thought that we were going to be the only like chess players there.
Yeah.
And it was something like 7 rounds. It was a round robin, and we all played against each other. So at first it's going well. We're all winning all of our games, right? But then there was this one guy who just suddenly beats one of those like 23 or 2400s. And we're like, okay, that's surprising. And then I'm playing him next, and then I lose to him too. And then the guy actually ended up winning the tournament. And until now, we have no idea who he is, how good he is. I have a feeling from what I'm thinking, he's probably, I don't know, like over 2,000. But he's not. His thing was that he was super, super fast. I don't even think he was like a grandmaster or like some really good titled player, but I think he was just because he was really experienced in blitz. He was super fast, definitely not a bad player, but he was super fast and he knew some tricky opening lines. And yeah, so he actually ended up winning that tournament, and I got third. I was with 5 out of 7.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, what a funny story. And he was he a bit older or a young guy or?
Yeah, he was something like 30 years old, I think. And yeah, it was just surprising because we thought that, we're coming here from the World Cup. Like of course, like one of us is going to win the tournament, but no, there was this one guy who was.
Yeah, I was just imagining he was wearing a coat, a hat, glasses, and a fake mustache. And then he
he had a mustache and the glasses, but not the coat and the hat.
So it was Garry Kasparov after all. No, okay.
Oh, yeah. Might have been him in disguise.
Okay, and we're almost at the end of our little journey. This is already in Kiev, in the Ukraine. That's the train station. What a beautiful, cute train station.
Right, yeah. it's so nice. And the burger, of course. But yeah, the train station was super beautiful in Kiev, and same thing in Moscow. In Moscow, they have a really good subway circuit. Mm-hmm. It's very well organized. It's a huge city, and it's every station looks super super nice. And I think it looks much better than what we have in Canada, to be honest.
Okay. And this is, I like this picture so much.
You do? I wasn't sure if I should send it to you, but it's just so for people who have never been to Ukraine, know what life is like in Ukraine. And this is from the inside of the train.
Yeah.
You just have your tea, this is the cabin.
Yeah, it looks like nothing has changed since 66 or 70s or something like that.
That would be right. I don't think anything changed in those trains.
It is so cool. It is so cool. I really like it.
But I really love it, going on the train.
Yeah, train riding is fun. And there we are. This is where you. This is your hometown at the moment, and
Mhm.
this is the biggest building you have in this little hometown. I assume.
Almost,
Yeah.
almost. But yeah, this is my hometown. It's called Mykolaiv, or in Russian, it's Nikolaev,
Hmm.
and it's in the south of Ukraine, really close to Odessa and Crimea. So yeah, it's in the south. It's not a huge city, but it's still a really nice one.
Hmm.
It has some great views, and it's actually has usually some pretty big chess tournaments for its size. It's just
Oh,
everywhere in Ukraine. Um,
chess
yeah,
is a thing.
chess is a thing. Yeah.
Nice. Very, very nice indeed. How can I end share? Stop here. Let me go here.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for this really, really fun and exciting little tour you had. Brave you for doing all of this on your own, and well done for playing such good tournaments too. And yeah, so I really am looking forward to yeah, what else may come in the next couple of weeks. I mean, there is even a little chance that you might visit us in Hamburg or something like that. That would be absolutely great. So let's look at that. And yeah, I hope all of you guys enjoyed this little insight tour of Svitlana's journey as well. And yeah, we are going right into your Svitlana's smart moves, which I really missed a lot. My chess got worse and worse. And yeah, that's it from us. Bye bye for now.